Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing. Hello? Hypatia? Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area. There you are! Hypatia!
So hungry. Eat.
There's no way we can get her to eat. Huh? Huh? What happened? And where are we? Really? Oh. This place is huge! I knew there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a lead of some kind.
Take your true form.
Bring it on!
My will embodied. Take your true form. Manifest. Cryo incarnate.
everything around us suddenly change. What is going on here? This place is getting weirder by the minute. Hey, what's the matter? You don't look so good.
Transfiguration! By ordinance divine! In your dreams! Take flight! Kami Santalant! Zumetsu!
Bring it on!
Leave it up to me, as a dutiful maid would.
Obey! Ship! Ship! Hip! Ship! My apologies! Take your true form! Ship! Ship!
sooner or later. It's time you realize how weak and powerless you really are. Your sister. Her Highness has long since forsaken you. Your meager existence, the bonds of love and family which drive you to find your sibling are utterly gone. But don't you fret now. Today...
What do we do? We haven't seen Hypatia anywhere out here. Oh, there she is! Quick, let's see how she's doing.
Ah, so sweet.
Well, the good news is that she's still anyways, we can talk about this later. We better make sure she's alright first. Whoa, wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying around.
Who is there? Tainari, is that you? Huh?
It's okay. You can relax, Hypatia. Time.
I see. I'm grateful that...
We were kind.
Oh.
Your neighbor? You mean they're.
Oh?
Wait, hold on a sec.
No, you needn't worry. They mean...
So,
I'm not sure what it's called. I know this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection. Even after I opened my eyes and stopped meditating, and at that very moment, in my curiosity, it wasn't until I crouched...
oh, and then.
And then I was convinced. I feel like they aren't as afraid of me. Yes, no doubt. Sorry about that. Sounds like just drinking juice still isn't quite enough for my stomach.
Well, if somebody hadn't dropped the food earlier. All right, we're. All done. Oh, it.
Are you already finished cooking? Even though it took me nearly... You should know...
So why does...
The ingredients used... Since the root of the dendro are... Naturally. That was primarily taking in... Not to work. Technically, you're... I must admit...
Whoa.
As a member of the Ritawe Darshan at the Academia, my main area of research is the stars and their... Which is why I'm... If only my... I am current... Sages have... That's why...
Whoa.
Of course I do. However, I believe... But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy.
What's so strange about that?
Well, it...
Oh.
Yes. Well, the sages say that wisdom implies rationality. Yes. The fact that I was born into... I studied hard, but then... It was in... Back then.
So...
Sorry. If you two are ever... There's no need to...
Now that we know Hypatia is...
Think about it, Tainari. Refusing to join is tantamount to burying your head in the sand. I understand that you're a forest watcher, and that it's your duty to combat the effects of withering zones. But isn't it evident that such work is not a lasting solution to the problem? As Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is pivotal in finding a cure for Irminsul. How could you possibly
Keep your emotions in check, Gulam. Let's at least listen to Tainari's reason for declining. We're here to invite him to the Academia.
Sage Kage, I am truly honored that you came here in person, but I'm afraid I am merely a forest watcher. How could the
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation. He is a renowned sage of the Immorta, after all. So now I've come here in his stead.
I see. Well, I figured that given his temper, he would come here and berate me personally.
Tainari, your master is an integral part of this effort, and now he requires your assistance.
And what exactly does my master need of me, Sage Kage?
You'll know once you've arrived in Sumeru.
And, how long?
There's no definite...
Do you mean to tell me that, despite coming all the way here to Gandharvaville, you still can't answer the questions I laid out in the letter to my master? If that's the case, then I'm afraid I cannot give...
Tainari, but you...
So be it. Come, Gulam, we're leaving.
Tainari, what was that?
It's nothing. Some people from the Academia wanted me to go to Sumeru City to assist them with a project, but all that can wait. How did things go with Hypatia?
It was quite the...
Very good.
That's right!
Sorry,
Well, do you at least...
let me think. My trips to Sumeru... Oh, how about this? Also, when you enter Sumeru City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this
Oh? What is...
It's called an Akasha Terminal. It's a tool produced by the Academia that utilizes the legacy of Greater Lord Rukad. Needless to say, this device and its usage fall under the Academia's expertise, so I'll...
Great! Next up, Sumeru City! That's right! Tainari, we have some...
Yes, she's doing... She knew you too.
Thanks, Tainari.
Farewell, and good luck to you both.
I've been waiting for you two. Never mind. Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Kale. We're headed to Sumeru City. Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. My condition won't be getting in the way of my duties. I want to be a forest ranger after all. It's up to me and the others to protect the rainforest here. And, I'm sorry. I should have told you both, but I guess now I understand that the most important thing is for
There's no need to apologize, Kale. We're probably still gonna worry about your condition, but that's because we're...
Thank you. That means a lot. Oh? It's my recipe for pita pockets.
Yay! Thanks, Kale.
I hope that whenever you eat them, you'll both remember your time here in Gandharvaville. Well then, I, trainee Forest Ranger Kale, bid you both farewell. Please visit Gandharva. I hope you have a safe trip to Sumeru City and get to meet the Dendro Archon there. See you later!
Companions! Hooray!
What do we have here?
Here, let me help you.
been a naughty boy. You?
Fire hazard!
Happy to oblige. Come a little closer.
Feel the split!
My will embodied.
Ooh, will we find any fun?
One moment, please, you two. It appears this is your first time visiting Sumeru City.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's currently... But no need to... Perhaps you two... After as long as you are within Sumeru's borders, you may use an Akasha terminal to connect directly to the Akasha and access any knowledge you need. I should mention that due to technical limitations, the operation of Akasha terminals will be much smoother and more effective in large cities such as
Oh, so this is the thing that tied up...
You two are quite fortunate. Until recently, it was standard practice to only issue Akasha terminals to outlanders who spent an extended... Here are your
It kinda looks like a leaf.
To activate it, simply hold it in your hand and say the following phrase to yourself.
Oh, since this little doodad lets you access knowledge, maybe we can use it to find a way to meet Lesser Lord... May the mighty God bless us with their voice of... Whoa. Just now, something clicked, and Paimon suddenly knew how to use this thing. It seems all we need to do is concentrate on what we want to know, and bam!
Exactly. And with that, let me officially welcome you both to Sumeru City. May the wisdom of the Dendro Archon always be your guide.
Okay, now that we're in, we can check the Akasha about Lesser Lord Five. Okay, next, let's Oh, come on! Ugh, Paimon's brain is exhausted. Oh, smart idea. But what are you going to ask it? Huh. Could it be because we're Outlanders? You...
Paimon's getting all teary-eyed all of a sudden. He's from Sumit. Let's see. Kainari wrote an address on the letter's envelope. Oh, it's not far from the city's gate. Hello, are you Rohawi?
Yes, that's me.
Great, you see—
What? Please, there's no need to say anything, really. Sure, I admit that the article I published last month wasn't my best work, and maybe the data didn't produce the most convincing—
Here, this is a—
Oh, let me see. Ah! Ooh, what a relief. Seems even tight.
We want to meet—
You mean you want to meet? Sorry.
What?
Well, as all I know is that the Dendro Archon. And besides, in this world, take me for example. Don't mention it. If you two ever want information about things like who's been promoted within the academia, or relations between the— Hey, come on!
So what do we do now? Even— Huh? Like who? Oh, you're right. Catherine, we need your help.
Understood. The Adventurers Guild is—
We want to meet—
You two wish to meet with Sumeru's Archon. I apologize, but I am unable to call up any relevant information in the Akasha. I'm also unable to locate any pertinent information in my—
Aww, another dead end.
Please do not worry. In Sumeru, they take on various an Eremite brigade called the
Core of 30.
Supposedly, Asphalt. If you'd like to get in contact with him, you're welcome.
All right, off to the Citadel of Razor we go.
Ad Astra.
I await your instruction.
Welcome. The Adventurers Guild told me to expect you two.
It's nice to meet you.
I see. So,
Wait.
we originally came from... It isn't just...
Oh? What?
Just take the in their eyes. Because of the academia, not to mention that...
Really?
Paimon was right about most people's attitudes here. Not only are they not interested in the Dendro Archon, they even say stuff like, if the Akasha doesn't think I should know, then I don't need to know about it. We've been asking for information non-stop ever since we got to Sumeru. But the harder we try, the more helpless everything seems. Isn't there at least...
Oh, you two are interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh?
From the sound of it, you two are Outlanders who recently... Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Dunyarzad, one of Lesser Lord Kusanali's faithful followers.
Whoa!
I'm afraid I can't help you with that. But your conversation earlier did happen to remind me of a legend about the Dendro Archon. Sure. It goes like this. Long, long ago, panicked by what the man in despair he...
Okay.
And then, at that moment, a bird perched upon his shoulder. This bird was, in fact, an avatar of the Dendro Archon. She said, "Oh, Archon Seeker, do you now understand? She and her, along your journey, we were in every flower and blade of grass, every ray of sparkling sun, and every breath of dancing wind."
Yeah, thanks for the story! Paimon feels all warm and fuzzy inside after that.
In a way. It seems like this story is also one of the Dendro Archon's avatars.
Dunyarzad, since you worship Lesser Lord Kusanali, can you tell us anything else about...
Of course. I'm terribly sorry, but it seems...
Hey, wait! What the heck just happened? It looks like there's...
Hey, have you two seen a brown-haired girl wearing a...
Did she have big...
Yes, that's her.
Yeah!
Quick, after her!
Dunyarzad, we thought you might have been long.
Oh, it's you two. Oh, you start...
You can relax now.
Really? Uh-oh. Looks...
Huh?
No, wait, my body isn't in the best shape. Okay, sounds good. There's a tavern on the other side of the port we can go to.
All right, let's...
We made it. Oh, they shouldn't be able to find us now. Wait! Stand down, Dia!
My lady, who are these two?
They're travelers that I met on the street just a moment ago. They happened to notice that you were all searching for me, so they helped me hide.
I see. In that case, you two should scram. There's nothing here for...
Wait a sec! Who the heck are you?
I'm Miss Dunyarzad's bodyguard, here to see that she returns home safe and... My lady, let's get going. You've been gone for...
And if I refuse to go?
It'd be easier for the both of us if you cooperated. But if you insist on not going, then I'll have to carry you like a sack.
Hey! Dunyarzad already said she'd done...
Stay out of this. You don't understand the situation. Sorry, my lady. Even though I'm your bodyguard, your parents are my employers.
How much?
Wait, what?
How much more do I have to pay you to become your employer? So you never listen to my parents ever again. Double? A triple? Give me some time and I'll...
My lady, this isn't about Mora. I don't know what you think of us eremites, but let me say this. I like Mora, but I'll never. That's why I'm here looking for you. Sure, it's an order from my employer, but my conscience and knowing your health, carelessly running around like this is gonna hurt you. For the sake of those who love you, don't be stubborn.
No, you're wrong. I'm aware of my limits, and I know what I'm doing. Honestly, they know perfectly well that it makes no difference, and every time I bring this up, they just change. Dia, I know it hasn't been easy for Mother and Father, and I'm grateful for everything they've done for me. But there's someone else in this world because she saved me. This is my life and my last chance. So
My lady, are you
Yes, I'm sure.
Fine, I won't but let me make something very clear.
Thank you, Dia. Sorry for being so rude just now. My nerves were acting up. And I even brought up your payment and such.
Don't worry about it, my lady. I did say that I like Mora. Besides, that's our next topic of today's little excursion caused such a ruckus that every single bodyguard at the estate was deployed. Since this definitely won't be your last escapade, here's a little tip. You should at least make it look like your room and things are still in order when you leave. So, I'll let you hire me, my lady. This way, everyone wins. As for the pay, let's say...
Okay.
Yay! Let's...
I'm fine.
My lady, stop trying to look tough. We're already in a tavern, so let's rest up and...
I'm sorry for worrying you two. If you don't mind,
Sure!
Well, if it is word on the street...
Nah, you get you...
You got it, huh? Isn't this little Miss Homayani herself? We don't get to serve personages like you very often.
Thank you, sir. But please bring these two the best food you have. They're my new friends, so I want to be a good host for them.
Yeah, we're on...
How about our charcoal-baked Agelena cakes? They're our signature snack, and they run cheap. Look.
They look kind of burnt and dry. Paimon will pass. What do you have against my slime Dunyarzad, we asked a lot of people when we first arrived, and almost nobody was interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali. So, what...
Well, remember...
Huh?
Yes, it was when I was a child. At the time, my illness had kept me bedridden for the better part of a year. I was stuck inside and couldn't make any friends, and my parents did their best to find treatments for me. My younger self no longer had any. Then one night, at that moment, an ethereal voice...
Dunyarzad. Who are you? How do I explain this? You might not be able to understand, but actually... Really? Of course. Wow, you really do... Dunyarzad? Is... What? No... Huh? But then... Can you make my illness go away? Oh... Then...
After that, although my body was suffering, beyond my window was... Once I finally made it through, but I know that that voice wasn't a fit. Yes, for sure. If it weren't for that voice, I would have never grown curious about the outside world. That voice sparked a desire for wisdom. I've been hoping for a chance to...
What's the...
It's Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday. It's actually an old holiday that originally celebrated greater... I heard everyone was over... But because of the Academia active... Maybe they see Lesser Lord Kusanali's birth as confirmation of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's death.
Aww.
It is. It's sure the Greater...
Just remember that we're still out in public.
I know that people over by the Grand Bazaar still hold the Sub-Zero's festival to this day. But recently, I made a friend there who also follows Lesser Lord Kusanali. I gave her my savings because I want her to throw a wonderful festival this year. That's the least I could do for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Hold on, my lady. Does this friend happen to be Nilu, the one who sends flowers to the estate?
Yes, that's her.
I saw her leaving the other day with a nervous look on her face. It seemed like she was hiding something in her arms. Did you give her something?
Yes. Initially, I didn't have much Mora prepared, so I had Nilu sell one of my skirts. I've agreed with Nilu to meet up at the Grand Bazaar today, and see how things are coming along. Dia, would you accompany me?
Sure. That's quite the trip, though. I'll carry you.
No, that would be too...
You might as well just accept the lift. If I let you walk, who...
But of course. Nilu will be thrilled to hear there are more people in... Sorry I'm late, Nilu.
Oh, Dunyarzad. Uh-oh. But if Dia's here, that means you got caught.
You could say that.
Oh. And...
Oh, meet the...
So you're followers from another land? That's wonderful. You two absolutely... By the way, Dunya...
You're very well.
Prop?
Not bad.
The stairs were nothing. A little while ago, we discovered that the tree above the stage had a huge chunk of bark ready to fall off. We reported it to the Academia.
Oh, probably.
The Academia looks down on performers. We can't let that happen, though. Thank the Dendro Archon for Dunyarzad. But the more she gave us, the stage is going...
And I can't wait to...
Nilu, what are you...
She'll be dancing...
Dunyarzad.
I only told them
Okay. According to some of the god, as she danced those brilliant purple flowers, of course although they aren't around any, though we're just...
Nilu, you have all... Yeah.
Thinking about if my stage were...
all of Lesser Lord Kus...
Ooh, Paimon thinks that's a great idea! Of course Paimon wants to watch. Those two...
So how about we all attend the Sub-Zero's festival together?
Dunyarzad, everyone at the Grand...
In that case...
Whoa! Did you know that...
Huh. I don't know much... Oh, and the perfumes. I mean...
Things are Don't be fooled. And when it...
Nilu, your outfit... Wow.
Uh-huh. Of course.
As a child, my grandma, the Sub-Zero.
Hey! Is that who Paimon thinks it is? It looks like... Catherine! think of it, Paimon's only ever seen her behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild. This is the first time we've ever seen her taking a break. Hey, Catherine!
Huh? Oh, hey! It's the Traveler and Paimon! What's shaken?
Whoa, break time Catherine sure sounds a lot less formal than usual. Paimon was...
Sure. Standing behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild doesn't require any complicated functions. But saying and doing the same old things over and over again can get pretty monotonous. But take you two, for example. You travel across Teyvat to enrich your...
Well, we enjoy...
Yes.
Huh. Haven't we heard someone say something pretty similar recently?
No, not particularly. I guess you could say that I'm loving the recent atmosphere here. If festivals bring happiness... Oh, it looks like it's about time for me to be heading...
Alright, we'll see you next time at the Adventurers Guild. Oh, by the way, thanks for connecting us with the Eremites. We've already made some great friends in Sumeru City thanks to you.
I'm sure you two will get along well with the people here. You've already been blessed by the element of Dendro, after all. See you around.
There's something really different about Catherine today.
Hey, Traveler. Paimon.
Oh, hey, Dia. What's going on?
I've got something to tell ya. My lady knows you're looking for ways to meet Lesser Lord Kusama.
Are you serious?
It might not necessarily pan out. My lady is...
Sounds like a plan. Let's head over to the Citadel of Rexar and wait for Dia.
Sorry, I'm late. Anyway, I guess I...
You sure sound a... Look, Dia's...
Listen, you two. I don't expect to be working for Miss Dunyarzad very long, but I hope to finish things on a positive note if possible. Let's cut the chit-chat and head into the Citadel. We'll see... Oh, hey, Chief.
Ah, Dia, what are you doing here?
I take it... No kidding.
Rookshaw's gone over to the Academia. The Grand
Appreciate it.
Theft?
Just recently, the Academia lost something, and there's a chance the item is connected with the Dendro Archon. This case might just somehow help you in meeting her.
Let me fill you in. The Grand Sage took the whole matter very...
You two have heard of Port Ormos, haven't you? It's the largest commercial port in all of Sumeru. You can travel there by leaving Sumeru's... The Academia's grip isn't long enough to reach all the way to Port Ormos, so the city...
Apparently, well, if you're interested, maybe you could head...
Are you serious, Chief? All the Academia students are in Sumeru City, you know. Why should they pretend to be students in Port Ormos?
If you're also interested, just go there and see what happens.
Count me out. I've got plenty of work to do here for the Homayani family. And take it from me, if you two really do decide to visit Port Ormos, you'd best watch your backs. Let's just say that the Eremites there aren't nearly as friendly as those here in Sumeru City. There are even some extremists who go around shouting slogans like, "Retake Sumeru for King Deshret." Word is...
You bet they are.
Not everyone's like you. Well, Traveler...
Thanks, Dia! Since we've gathered all we...
Miss Dunyarzad is looking forward to seeing you both at the Sub-Zerus Festival. So, be sure... Good. Then we'll see you both at the Sub-Zerus Festival.
Come and have a...
Believe me.
Wow. Ooh, we know that one. Paimon doesn't get it. Won't we look even more suspicious? Well, give it up.
Welcome. Welcome.
Hi there. We'd like to ask you a question. Do students from the academia ever come to Port Ormos?
Of course. Especially around this time of year. Students from Sumeru City that are about to graduate often come to Port Ormos to cut loose a little. Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the academia, let alone graduate. But those who finish their studies and go on to become full-time researchers at the academia have it even harder. Sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free environment. Some even say it's good luck to come to Port Ormos, so students and researchers come flocking here when things get to be too much at the academia. Ah, you see over there? Those are students from the academia. They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days ago. If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better. So long as the Akasha teaches us what we need.
Those students seem to be...
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful.
There's been a lot of fighting between the... especially the group that...
They're called
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? Many of the Eremites in Port Ormos deal with trading this kind of thing. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders. I've heard that Ain al-Hakmar likes to set up shop...
Wait,
I wouldn't worry too much.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Whoa! Did you hear that? A niche field of research and shady knowledge? It all sounds pretty. So, what's your plan? Wait, didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us 500,000 mora! Have you lost your mind? Oh, alright. Paimon never thought she'd agree to parting with that kind of mora. But if...
Oh, you've arrived. Please, take a seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Huh!
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion. They've also amassed a significant amount of more this time.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money?
Yeah.
Huh. All these guys...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when King Deshret exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant too.
Who are you? What do you want? Travel?
Now's probably not the time to talk about that. Didn't the student say Eremites are wary of outsiders?
A student? Huh. What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos? Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it? Huh? What is...
Oh! Sorry! He must have grabbed the wrong amount! Hey, what do you think you're doing? Oh, Paimon can't stick...
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Hmm? Well, what are you waiting for?
Oh, that's right! We heard you mention King Deshret just now. We're actually interested to know more because...
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora... As you can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers of King Deshret. Years ago, King Deshret founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an advanced civilization. King Deshret was the rightful god of wisdom.
So...
Greater Lord Ruka Furthermore, she conspired with the Academia to cover up the truth of her actions, and create the merciful and benevolent facade for which she is now known. Ugh, just thinking about it sickens me. But the story doesn't end there, oh no. King Deshret isn't truly dead. The voice of the Oracle has been heard in the desert, prophesying his resurrection. Mark my word, if what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of King Deshret. I don't have anything to say to you Academia people about that. I think this conversation...
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Huh?
You again? Deranged Academia lunatic.
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things uncomfortable. Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then they use that to squeeze you for all the Mora you're worth.
Hey! Shut it all, Hatham! What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like this, hmm?
I told you the other day. I wish to...
Ha! The boss made it perfectly...
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then. It does not preclude him from changing his mind in the future.
I'm warning you. Don't push us, or this could get ugly. We don't usually get rough with people from the Academia because it just complicates things.
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. After all, even the Archons used war to negotiate the ownership of Teyvat. If, on the other hand, we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all, then I'm afraid my next course of action will sting a little more than the mere falling through of a few business deals. I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value above all else. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. However, I fear that by then... Also, a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss exactly what happened here today. Otherwise, he might blame you for not telling him in the future.
What did you say?
Consider this. Have I ever failed to follow through on my word?
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 mora to them.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their—
Ah, Mr. Iman. There appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently. This wouldn't happen to be because they're all busy spreading the word to the students. Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, plus he seems to know a lot about what's going on around here. He went that way! After him!
Should I adjust the shit?
Fresh fruits and veggies, both quantity and quality.
Wait up! It's Al-Haytham, right?
What do you want? No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I needed. We're even. Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them. Since they weren't able to make off with your Mora in the end, they might harass you again. All right. Goodbye.
Hold your horses! We still have something to ask you about! Since you tore through their scam right in—
Who exactly are you two? A student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Huh? Oh, yeah! He's really strong. Weren't you saying something about—
He doesn't even have a vision.
Maybe not, but those high-headed thugs—
All right. I accept. Got a pen and paper? If you're searching for someone who sells that kind of merchandise, I'll give you one of their addresses, and you can try. We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't matter if you—
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's information—
You were willing to part with 500,000 mora for something, and you— Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, then you can beat the answer out of them when they become hot. Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now. Tell me what you know so far, so I don't waste time.
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it, but some students want to get a hold of it too.
You know almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile this information because you've never seen the object before. This is what you've been looking for.
Paimon can't tell—
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity. Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information, knowledge capsules confer their contents with—
That's amazing!
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, it's illegal in Sumeru to privately possess or trade them. They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to be destroyed in— But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will always be those in this world who are dissatisfied with life as designed for them by the Akasha and wish to change their fate. Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Meanwhile, well, I think that about sums it up. Oh, so that's your true objective. With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer. You're still resolved. Fine. Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help. I need you to find someone named Dory. Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she's guarded. I think she become one of
Why do you want us to meet?
Until you complete this task, you don't have question privilege. You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. I'll give you the informant's address and their contact. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up her sleeve.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wares, and she only likes customers. I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest quality wares and earn...
What? We only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time!
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight? Oh? That's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard. Anyway, that ability should resolve your issue. Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality? Try inspecting them with element.
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use in contemporary times, so those capsules are of little value. Using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should suffice for earning Dory's trust.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here is the Mora for purchasing canned knowledge. Don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. If there's any Mora left over... Oh, and be sure to exercise some caution. There have been Matra present in Port Ormos lately. Your efforts will be for naught.
Matra?
The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to back out... Okay, then we have a deal. If you succeed in your dealings with Dory, come find me at the Wikela Funduk. We'll have an open discussion.
Looking at what Al-Haytham wrote, Dory's informant is a traitor near Old Ormos. Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy?
Wait, are you sure you're remembering that right? Paimon doesn't think it was that on the paper.
What a unique palette. We have...
Following the paper got us past...
Ronak, these two want to buy unripe horror.
Got it. You too. Please follow me. You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru rose means common merch. No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
The warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me. Before I retrieve your products, please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
No, that's not it. The paper said that heat stroke is the answer to erudition.
I'm sorry. But But as things current...
He's cautious of us. Let's take a...
Before I retrieve your please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
No, that's not it. The paper said that heat stroke... He's cautious of us. Let's take a...
Before I retrieve... please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit that makes your head and ears ring...
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style? Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your products beautifully. Okay, everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot! It's the Matra! Run!
What? The matcha? Where? I'll hate them said we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here. We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant. He ran that way. Look, he's over there! If you're hiding from the Rishbaland tiger, come this way! Another password! Huh?
Here, over here. You can stop running now.
So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe?
These two good customers wish to buy some hara fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else...
Oh, very good.
Huh? Wait, you're Dory? I'm unsure.
Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess Pea-Brain? I can be scary enough when I need to be, believe you me. If you don't watch what you say, then you can forget about doing any business. But it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find the informant, your reactions were also pretty sharp. You don't really look like criminals or anything, but I bet my Mora that you've been involved in some shady dealings, haven't you?
Paimon's not sure if that's supposed to...
I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces, no matter how much Mora they might have. Not only will they get caught by the Matra, but they'll also get us into trouble. As decent folks trying to run an honest business. We don't need any of that. Wouldn't you agree? So that's why I prefer to have... It's your first time here, but don't worry. I won't ask too many questions. Even if you wish to buy enough knowledge capsules to decorate your house with, please, knock yourself out. As long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good. Ah, yes, of course.
Wow, she has a trove of canned knowledge. Whew. She'd probably...
What kind of... Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology and dialectics of the Hilichurls. Only 3 people in...
Yeesh. Who would want to be an expert in that topic?
Or how about the architectural styles and construction methods of Teyvat? With this one, you can become an expert in historic architecture preservation and find an excellent...
Ooh, now...
2 million mora and...
Whoa!
Of course, you are free to pick whatever your heart's desire. The contents and price of each knowledge capsule are indicated in small text on the body of each one.
All right, let's try the method that Al-Haytham mentioned.
You've really...
We'll take these, please and thank you.
My, oh my! You are blessed with a taste for both the Listen, I have a special offer for you two. If you spend just 100,000 mora more, you can pick any knowledge capsule of your choice up to a value of 1 million mora.
Say what now? Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole million! We just bought is easily worth 500,000 mora. If we spend just a little more, we can get something worth 1 million more. Think about it. We've gone to all this trouble to get this canned knowledge. And so far, everything Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself? Come on, come on. We still have around 100,000 of Al-Haytham's mora left. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful for you. Ahem.
Excellent. Then please, select from this fine
Hold on a second. Paimon thought we could choose whatever we...
Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth 1 million mora each. I'm sure discerning customers like you...
Uh-oh. Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use Elemental Sight again to check these. So, what did you see? So, they're all worth about the same amount? Well, anyway... The mora's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Let Paimon take a look here. An introduction to traditional Sumeru brewing techniques, the art of growing spices, an overview of ancient... Not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful, right? Let's go with this one. Dory, we'll take this one.
All right, very good. I'm expecting some new goods in the next couple days, so be sure to check back again soon. Whether it's canned knowledge or anything else you need, bring...
Our dealings with Dory went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with all... please... Hopefully now he'll finally tell us about what the Academia lost.
You two made it. And from the looks on your faces, you...
Whoa. There's so many people from the academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meeting?
Well, Wikela Funduk is under the academia's control.
You're a pretty
Relax.
Okay, we did what you asked. So, can you tell us about...
Before that, I have to ask, why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to answer, of course.
Yeah, he just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important. We've been in Sumeru for a while now. When we heard that the...
In that case, you're on the right track. A short while ago.
Wow, there's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you think we could learn how to meet the Dendro Archon?
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties.
So, where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next. I won't deny that. I am investigating because I'm curious as to what the divine knowledge... As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos, several brigades at I agreed to... However, they adamantly...
So you kept...
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined. So, I've been sabotaging their business to force the divine knowledge capsule to ensure the unless I know whose hand Dory is the most...
In other words, you wanted...
Yes, you can say. The day after tomorrow, if I get the opportunity to study the divine knowledge capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation? Okay.
Alhaitham...
Doing so right under the Academia's nose is a bit problematic.
I thought Sumeru would be different. Nope, everywhere.
My apologies!
All right, this place works. Show me the capsule you purchased.
Here. Really? Ah, yeah, what a great buy!
If you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. However, effects will likely be minimal if you already possess a high amount of strength. We can conduct a controlled experiment where you fight 2 battles, one before using this knowledge capsule and one after. While you fight, we can use an Akasha terminal to monitor your various physical parameters. There may be variances in your physical strength between the 2 tests, as well as a disparity in your opponent's abilities. But don't worry.
Wow! Alhaitham! You, Paimon's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the...
When you are unable to... All right, let's begin.
Whirling snow! Embrace the ice! Take flight!
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. Blitz.
All right. I'll link your account. The next step is to hold it in your hand. I'll help you establish a connection with it so you can activate its power. All right. Time for round 2.
My power! Here comes the fireworks! Hup, hup, heep. Ugh. Heep.
Come a little closer. You've been a naughty boy.
Heep, heep. Whirling snow!
Try not to enjoy this too.
Now, I'll start recording data again.
Oh, Heatham, how's it going?
Well, the knowledge capsule you purchased did improve his combat capability. During the second fight, his overall fighting performance increased by 0.073%.
Wait, how much? Dory's such a jerk! She totally scammed us!
Of course, this could be because he is so powerful that the capsule's contents were unable to produce a substantial... At the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. Our deal seems increasingly worth my... I'm heading back to Ikela Funduk. I await your response in 2 days' time. This is Mora for when you ask Dory for information.
Let's see Dory today and ask her about where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is. Welcome back, my loyal patron. You name it. Canned knowledge, supplies, or anything else you need. I'll find a way to get it. What? Can you really get us anything? Aha. So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please oblige me. Tell me what you have in mind. Oh, I knew customers with pockets as deep as yours. But you know, that kind of information isn't going to... After all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way into the auction site. Not to mention that if anyone found out that I was the leaker, I... But how can we be sure your information is accurate? Paimon's curious. Because to me, anything of value is what I consider to be my supply. Therefore, I must always be aware of what's hot on the market. As for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. That way, no one can dispute it.
It's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the scoop. The Divine Knowledge Capsule was purchased yesterday by a certain Misery, the leader of Ain El Ahmar. Ain El Ahmar? Ah, so you're all... The group has done everything in their power to obtain the Divine Knowledge Capsule. That Divine Knowledge Capsule is unlike any other kit. The capsule is clearly visible in the picture I took. Thanks for the info, Yor. Please, it's my pleasure. It's all thanks to discerning customers such as yourself. Well, we figured out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is. Turns out, it ended up in the hands of Ain El Ahmar. Let's head back and have
Really? All right. Let's hear it.
Dory even gave us evidence.
Huh, look at that. All right. In which case...
At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoked. After we defeat them, we can finally...
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again. See you then.
Oh, Hatham sure is taking his time. Where could he be? Oh, there he is.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Yep.
Al-Haytham. I knew you were crazy, but I didn't know you were crazy enough to actually show up.
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. I was more worried that you might go back on your promise. But this is turning into quite an occasion. I also brought some backup. I assume you don't mind.
Backup? Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? You've come to support this lunatic because he... I'm not going to mince my words. Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boys!
Uh-oh, here they come. Good luck, you two.
That's close enough.
My apologies.
Where do you think you're going?
Kamisato art. Sumetsu. Fire hazard.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. Blitz.
Where do you think you're going?
Move the ship down!
Following orders. Feeling lucky today.
Take that!
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Take that!
No more tricks up your sleeve.
I must leave no stone unturned, as a good knight should.
This one.
Academia scum! Boss! Finally! Did you use it? Great! Now we can... Boss? Boss! What's wrong?
What happened to him?
We have to cut his Akasha connection, now.
Target acquired! Arrest him!
Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Al-Haytham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away!
World, forget me.
What in Tibet just happened? It's like that big guy suddenly lost his mind.
It looks like he used the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
You mean the Divine Knowledge Capsule did that to him? Oh, yeah. You mean how some researchers go insane?
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada life going insane. This Divine Knowledge... Did you hear what he said? World, forget me.
If the mantra took him away, then that means the Academia got the Divine Knowledge Capsule back, too. What a shame. We were so close. Still, Paimon didn't expect the Divine Knowledge Capsule would be so dangerous. Imagine if we tried to open...
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in port...
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the Divine Knowledge Capsule that Paimon forgot to ask you something. Since you're a member of the Academia, do you have any idea how we can go about meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali... Moreover...
Everything...
I'm heading back to the
It's almost the day of the Sub-Zero's festival. Maybe we should head back, too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good. Then we'll part ways here, Al-Haytham, until we meet again.
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?
Why not keep me company? Plenty of time.
miss the Sub-Zero's festival, right? Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad. Paimon thinks she must be around the Grand Bazaar, since she showed us around there last time.
Welcome! I hope you'll have a wonderful day.
Today's no good for going out. Did I say that yesterday as well?
Welcome! I hope you'll have a wonderful day.
It's nearly time for afternoon tea.
Add Astra.
Just as promised. Traveler and Paimon. Indeed. The festival's tomorrow.
There's no need to...
Thanks, Paimon. Speaking of which,
Of course we went! Hello?
I see. If there is another...
My lady, if you went to...
Dia!
It's called covert
It's alright, Dia. The festival's tomorrow.
Even when you put it that...
Don't worry.
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day.
Oh, I've already prepared...
Whoa,
Blade is tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times. Appreciate.
If the Tenryo Commission won't assist in dealing with the thunderstorm, the consequences could be catastrophic.
It's not that we're unwilling to do our—
Exactly.
Hey, Toma! What's going on?
Ah, hello you two. We were
Greetings. Thank you both again for delivering Miss Hiragi's letter that time.
Ah, so they're friends of yours. I'm Master Kamaji's servant. Call me Ippe.
Well, but recently, we all understand if the Shogun needs... Yep, that's the one.
What? So her will's... Oh yeah, you're right. If she really wanted... Which would also be pretty scary.
Considering Liu, a lot of people now believe that the thunderstorm—
Right, so...
Unfortunately, the Kujo clan is— Everyone knows that it—
To put it simply...
If
my lack of ability—
Don't blame yourself,
Yes, you're— Okay, Tom—
I suppose...
I'll come with you, Matt.
No need.
Oh.
If you think about it, if things carry on like this, people don't know for sure.
Sounds like you get... You know, everyone...
The way Paimon sees it, there's only one person who might... Let's take a trip.
You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy.
Collecting rare and exquisite treasures. Yes, this seems suitably sophisticated.
Another test subject.
Come a little closer. You're a...
Freeze!
Leave it up to me. Time for a light show.
I got careless.
Blitz.
Take flight. Embrace the ice.
Come a little closer.
Whirling snow.
I got careless. Have a little taste.
Surrender.
That tingle?
Steady as stone. Fire hazard. What do we have here? I must leave no stone unturned. Time to clean up. Feel the flip. Has been super clean.
exquisite treasures. Yes, he seems suitably sophisticated.
Come a little closer.
My apologies. Take flight. My apologies.
Come a little closer. Come a little closer. You've been a naughty boy. You're in for a little shock.
Steady as stone. Time for a light show.
You're in for a little shock. Blitz.
Take flight.
Come a little closer. Try not to enjoy this too much.
Let's begin.
I must leave no stone unturned. Someone needs assistance.
I will end you.
My apologies.
Talk to the Electro Archon.
I wasn't expecting to receive VIP shrine visitors during downtime. So I suppose you're here just to visit. What a smooth talker. Though, still, so tell me.
We heard the Shogun decided to take a... Rumor has it that the thunderstorm is affected by the Shogun's will. So people are...
Since the battle...
What?
Her power was already on... The defeat was a... Oh, the poor...
You expect us to believe...
A seeks eternal... I don't know the deep... I have heard about the thunderstorm, though. As to the cause, it is not... I am the only one in all of Inazuma who can visit her while she... But tell me, why should this concern me? Why should I do this for you? Here is the pass permit.
Thanks, Miko!
My question was in jest, but since you answered it in earnest, please stay true to your... Oh, and don't forget to return the pass permit.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. Yep. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. Come a little closer. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. What do you think, cutie?
Let me try my blade. This will end you!
The almighty Shogun has requested—
Oh, we've got—
Don't be ridiculous. Guji Ai— Wait. This is— authentic. Understood. Apologies. Please proceed. Since the Shogun is resting at this time, please be especially respectful and make sure your behavior is impeccable.
keep me company.
Look how she's pacing back and forth. Don't you think she looks a little anxious?
How did you get in? Trespassers are to be—
Wait, no, we made amends, didn't we? Also, we got in by totally—
Denied. Use of force has been forbidden. Anyway, be gone. Do not disturb my solitude. That is of no concern. This is my recuperation state.
What do you make of this? She's acting straight.
This body has no need of rest. But I am an assistant to the one within. If she wishes to rest, I must follow.
Paimon gets it, but why? She's got plenty of space in there. Seems like it would be the—
I do as she wishes. I can say no more than this. I cannot. In my current state, even if I went— I am currently unwilling to deal with any business.
What?
It has been forbidden.
What should we do? It feels like this conversation is going
Ah, it's you two. The Shogun can't do much at the moment. Come straight in and see me.
That was terrifying! Would it be so hard to give us a little warning first?
It's not your first time. I don't see what there is to be so alarmed about.
So, is the Shogun broken? Are you gonna get it fixed, or—
Don't worry. The Shogun's not broken. I've just temporarily disabled many of her functions. Currently, the Shogun is unable to handle any business and cannot appear as me. So the easiest solution was to announce that I am resting. As I said, I need to think about Inazuma's eternity, and thinking takes time. But the Shogun is still running based on her old rules.
Have you tried to—
No. Furthermore, I had even predicted at the time that I may wish to modify the Shogun's operational rules at some point in the future. However, such changes would not be conducive to eternity. That's why the Shogun, for now—
Help!
The thunderstorm is getting out of control? This is the first I've heard of it.
Huh? Okay, well, let us bring you up to speed.
I see. So the thunderstorm is drawing closer.
You can fix it, right?
It's just a minor error. This kind— Don't look at me like— Yes, that's it.
It's fine, just as long as you can—
But there is no urgency.
If everyone sees that the Shogun is in good health, it'll put all the speculation and rumors out there to rest. And who knows? A change of scenery might put you in a different mood and give you some fresh inspiration.
You mean leave the plane of Euthymia? Yes, you're right. After all, the Shogun is currently unable to take care of business on my behalf. All right then. I'll come out for a while. Oh, since the theme of the day is a change of pace, you can just call me A. I'm not a great fan of rigid titles.
What? But you're just A's consciousness, aren't you? Can consciousness actually leave this place?
I have my ways. I would never subject myself to imprisonment voluntarily.
Oh, great! Then there's nothing—
Tour guides? What's a tour guide?
Someone to show you around the Inazuma of today and give you tips on where to eat and how to have fun. All right, let's go!
There's a familiarity to the scent in the air, and the firmness beneath my feet. Now, time for a change of pace. Where should we go?
To the liveliest place in town!
Today's no good for going out. Did I say that yesterday as well? It's nearly time for afternoon tea. Why not keep me company for a while? There'll be plenty of time for work later. Today's no good for going out. Did I say that yesterday as well?
Yeah.